Alright, so this is Act Like a Subgenius Part 3, or Episode 3. So what we're doing here is, well, sorry, but this should have been Friday night like I normally do. I might switch this to Sunday night because, I don't know, I was really tired on Friday night, so it was really hard, and had some issues going on, um, weird things happening. I guess even the DEF CON world, they're having problems with their own selling group problems. They're causing so much drama, and because because I keep getting rejected from becoming like an official server. Well, technically not rejected, more like ghosted. Since I guess the long story short is back in 2014, me and a local group of friends made a DEF CON group called DC702. We've been meeting up that way since then. They all moved away about 2016. Um, you know, that's what they do. They move away. But so I tried to host a group myself. Well, it's kind of successful. Tonight my throat is actually dry. Hmm. But it was successful in a way. It was actually a good group. It was not bad at all, kind of thing. It's DEF CON enthusiasts, we like to get together, like to hang out, hack the planet kind of things. That's technically what the group is for. So, a group that likes to go to DEF CON and enjoy DEF CON and hack things and hacking projects and how we can help each other out. So, long story short, from 2016 on, I've been trying to form it as trying to make the group official. I try to do all the steps that they requested, and everything I've done. They first started with fix a few things, and sure, you're in. And cool, I fixed it, and I replied to them and let them know, hey, it's been done. Make this official. Let's make it happen because you know what happens when you go official? You'll get actually the traffic from that side, and you can actually grow. That's the point of the whole group, right? So because the group, because I wasn't becoming official, I didn't hear back at all. 2016, didn't hear back. So I started reapplying from 2016. Every month I would have reapply, reapply, reapply. Didn't hear nothing back. All the way until 2019. I didn't think anything of it. I was thinking, that's a lot of applications. I think I still have all those sent emails that I've sent to DEF CON groups, um, as requesting, hey, I want to be official, let's be official. I have everything set, the point of contact, and everything, legit as fuck. And I'm trying to be legit, and that's why a lot of my advertising, I would go the unofficial DC702 because we're trying to be official. I requested for help in many ways, to help us, promote more, become bigger, in many cases, like um, we want to inspire the younger generations along the side of what we love to do. These groups would actually be great for bringing in new people who doesn't even know what DEF CON is or thinking that maybe hackers are bad, and maybe we can actually change their mind to think that actually hackers can be good. So, but yeah, and then 2019, my mom passes away. That's when I had the hardest time. Basically, put a lot of things in the back burner. But then 2020 happened, the pandemic, and then that's when I decided, hey, you know what? Instead of doing like in-person meets every once a month, we switch it up online. Didn't really get much traffic on there, but A lot of people locally, they don't really like using like different random things like that, like Discord. So I have to work with it. And because I'm not getting any new blood in, pretty much, just same people, same things all the time. So it's been a little hard. And around this time, I also learned that there was another group that was happening too that came out of nowhere. Before they became a group, they came in and infiltrated my Discord because I had it open because I was trying to get online, do the whole pandemic thing, and try to make everything online. So, and I did that, and I don't know. They came in, they didn't say anything. Um, they came in, they didn't say nothing until the end. One was inviting me to their meet that they were having, and then another one just says "fuck you" and "fuck this place." Not that right. I think he actually went with "fuck this" and "fuck you" and left. That was in my Discord. I'm like, what the fuck? It was really weird. And I get a lot of weird randos on in my own Discord during that time. Mainly because I get trolls every now and then, and I get people who like to come in and harass, and flood, and do all that random shit every now and then because I'm streaming and I'm on the front page of Twitch this few times, and yeah. So I never really put two together, but then a couple years later, somebody says, "Hey, there's a PC 702." Because I'm not as active as they are apparently. Apparently, they've been working out the whole thing. Just started to start. I checked them out and went there. Try to see what's going on. Same people that came in and flooded. One of the guys told me that I should just point everything that they have to them and just focus on them. I'm like, oh fuck, hell no, man. Like, that's my shit, huh? So on top of that, like, I'm already being insulted as I'm basically joining this Discord. Uh, it turns out being like they were already there, already established. Apparently, yeah. So I try to went ahead. They try to do some type of new type of setup on Defcon thing. So I tried to start reapplying to become an actual official finally. And that is when they told me, no, there's already one here. I'm like, wait, what? Is that for real? They've already applied and they already win, and yet they knew I exist and this little group existed, and yet I was like, what? So that kind of really hurt in a way. And because of that, I was like, no way, dude. So they came in, they basically insulted me, and then they decided to create their own group just because they don't like me. And I don't know, that just seemed really weird. And of course, I've been trying to do something about it, but that's why I've always been advertising my own. We've been active, we've been doing things. I get people to meet up with all the time, and oh, it's possibly the weirdest thing ever. So, on top of that, it was like more like in the end, pretty much I've been trying to do this actively. I even, last year kind of got a little upset about it. Um, Not gonna lie about being upset, but when you worked on a group for so long and you've been fighting to become official and do the whole thing, it was like, what the fuck? And nobody's responding back on what the fuck. And when I finally got someone to respond, they're trying to deny everything, even though I have proof that they did deny everything. They can't deny everything. Like, dude, it's simple. You guys knew I was a group way before they started because they came in my Discord. They insulted me in my Discord. And then they fucking created their own. So make it make sense. They said no, that they won't even recognize me as who I was. They don't care who I am. I'm just a regular peon to them, so if I show up to their group, that's how it is. I have no authority whatsoever. I just come in and take whatever insults they might throw at me or whatever. It's like really awkward and weird, and I don't want to be a part of that. So. And, and I shouldn't be, if you think about it. So that's the whole point of why I just decided, you know what? And yeah, pretty much that's why I decided recently, you know what? I'm done with that. Because I said I was done with that. I went ahead and I shut down the DC702 on .NET, so I no longer run that. I decided to give up and let them take it. Well, I'll let them take the group and the whole, even though now DEF CON groups is screw themselves over right now on their own because they're trying to divorce the name and keep their logo and keep their name, but while everybody else is making a group, they don't want their name associated with the groups because some at first I seen a legitimate or like something rather, I don't know, it just seems like they were trying to really just, try to divorce the name. So that's all the drama that's happening right now. Random drama. I wouldn't even call it drama. I'll call it weird, This is like, yeah, I got fucked over. It's got screwed over. I tried. Not even their own. They can't even freaking understand what everything's been through. And at this point, I, yeah, even my own freaking conference that I love to go to, I've been going to since '98. They don't give a fuck, dude. They really don't. They have these. I mean, they can't police everything. They can't do everything. But still, if they had a better organization of seeing who's actually been applying, you know, I have the proof. That's what's funny about it is I have those years of proof to show that I have been applying for so long, and how I've been freaking ignored. So it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it like that. They're fucking themselves up already. So let's leave it as is. At most, if I really wanted to do a community again, it's not going to be DEF CON based anymore. Apparently, I'm not welcome. If I was welcome, this wouldn't have happened. Anyways, so this time I decided with my, now that we're done with the weird, stupid little news, stuff that kind of delayed me from doing on Friday night and how I got extremely super tired. So. So I decided we're going to try Olama again, but we're also going to do it on. We're going to do it on my laptop. It's a Slackware based. It is Slackware. The name. Oops, on keyboard. See. Of course, I call it Slacktop. This is my ideal pad Lenovo. It has dual GPUs. Like one unique laptop that I like really a lot, not a much, a lot is the DC, not DC, but the NVIDIA cards that are inside. 7055s. I know they were just pretty decent 10 years ago. Sad that it's like completely really out of date, but I like it. It may have been like a Windows 8 laptop and worked great with Windows 10. Believe it or not, I can get it to work great with Windows 11 too. But come on. So yeah. So yeah, so we're doing that. Go ahead and paste. Got that going. I'll show you how it's done. Gonna take a minute to download. But yeah, that's pretty much the news. And biggest Hackware has nothing to do with DEF CON whatsoever. I'm pretty sure if I'm gonna do any type of hacker community, it's gonna be my original plan, my original idea. Started since '98. And WanderingRaven.net is my hackerspace. That's always going to be my hackerspace. It's always going to have my news and stuff like that, and I've always welcomed anybody to join. You know, like back in the day, I had my own IRC server. I had friends on there. You know, IRC friends. That's how we call them, IRC friends. Because that's the only time I see them is IRC. But what else? We're downloading. This time we can actually pick up something, and we should have plenty of space. I have 2 terabytes. This is going to work fine. Should be fine. Yeah, we got internets and everything. This is the only problem with this laptop, it doesn't have anything higher than and it's an N wireless. This is 2014 laptop, ideal pad, Lenovo, Wi-Fi 10p, I think it is. Let's see. So well, it actually came with a hard drive like that, but I replaced it with the 2 terabyte one because the hard drive actually died. But yeah, mine had 255Ps. Let's go. Let's go. Internet is being a little slow. Let's go to product home. Hopefully. And registration. No. I just wanted tech specs. Where are they at? Uh, We'll go back here. All right. Let's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just look at AI here. All right. It does have support for SSH and the no, I don't think it has that. This has some good speakers though on it. But let's see here. It has dual GT 755M S size. 4 gigabytes total. It's like 2 gigabytes per thing. So can't go wrong with that. Mine has maxed out 16 gigabytes of memory, so we're good there. We DDR3. I've already upgraded the hard drive. It's an SSHD, so it's not really that good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is my laptop. That is what I'm working on. We are using for downloading a llama. I did get on early. Dude, clickety click. Llama, llama, llama. All right, so yeah, we're gonna play with the llama. We're still running slackware. Um, basically, I'm used to just taking everything and compiling it and making things work automatically with slackware. But then people released this repository here. They called this slackware. I miss builds being used to different builds and whatnot. You want to try out slackware. This is easier than Arch Linux. It's one of the oldest and easiest. It is easier than Arch. Easy to install, easy to set up, and it's really. It almost feels like it's like a. I think it just gets no big hype. So yeah, if you're looking for something, that's where you come here for. Oh, you know what? I can show. I'm gonna do this. Alright. What this is, it's basically when you first, possibly the easiest way I'm gonna put this is when you start up Slackware for the first time and you log in. Let's go to this and see that is every time you log in as either root or a user, you'll get this as you're starting as you log in. They call it the fortune. So what I have here is fortune for slackware. It's basically when you sign into your desktop, a pop-up will come up with the latest thing that just came out. So I'm going to show you what I do. This is the actual script, and this is the source. So we go ahead and download both. Okay, times. Let's open the folder real quick. Show you what it looks like. Because I am more of a nerd with using the console. I like to cancel it out, so let's keep hitting the wrong keyboard. Let's X out. Go to downloads. Go ahead and tar PSL. Fortune. We want the script version. That's the .tar. And gunset. So let's go ahead and move the other one in. There's always going to be minus the build number. Tar gunzip again. Move that into the folder. Into it. Come on, tab. All right. So over the times, this is these scripts actually get really better, especially over time. Let's go ahead and start. We have to do it as root. I'm done. I don't have sudo set up on this, but I use it. Sudo is not set up when coming out of the bat, so keep that in mind. And just like that, let's go and install a package. And S14. And then installs package. And there's probably a way to see all the packages installed. But I normally just leave those in the temp folder just in case. So. So that's installed. See here. And of course notes. So start on login by running the command. So as user probably most likely. Let's go SL fortune -I. Now every time I log in, it'll actually make it just pop up real quick. Like that. Incoming transmission. The woman speaks 8 languages and can't say no in any of them. Dorothy. That's all fortune is. Just random things that it's basically a package borrowed from BSD. Mostly FreeBSD. I think OpenBSD adopted it as well. Probably NetBSD. I never had a chance to mess with NetBSD, so one of these days I'm gonna make that a thing. Might just make that a whole series. Like another season or something. I don't know. Oh, tired. So we got that built. So let's go back and see how our Olama's. Oh, oh. Okay, so what do we have to do next? So here, to start Olama, we got to serve it. Do it. Olama. All right. Well, thing we have another terminal. Now we can just send this into the background because that'll just tell us what's happening in the background. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Don't care, don't care. At this point, we need to see. How did I get to all the models? Is that it? Maybe that's what it is. Okay. So, last time I was trying to get was where did I get that? Three. Gemma. There's that one. So we have that. We have that. Yeah, we don't need to worry about CUDA drivers right now. Hold on. Specific versions. It's like okay. That's installing it. Let's see. OpenAI. Let's mod live. Where's the models at? Oh no, that's the model file. Okay. Where did I see that list before from here? Almost search. GitHub. Right here. This is probably it right here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we want to like 13B models around there. Let's see. Wait, wasn't there one? Yeah, I think I know what it is. Lava. It's Code Llama. Oh, which one was the one that we used before? You know what? Let's run. Keep it small. Yeah. Oh, this is the one right here. Uncensored. Yeah. Do that one. Why? Because it says, ooh. If only I knew how to spell it right. Well, oh no, M, two, uncensored. Oh, oh, whoops. Forgot run. Can't forget run. Here we go. Alright. This should not lock this up or freeze it or anything. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, we should be good. Let's load for a minute. Yeah, I guess in many ways to put it. I'm just basically have given up trying to do anything about me being a part of the whole DEF CON community like that anymore. You know, I've tried my hardest. I tried everything I could. I mean, what else can I really do? I mean, technically, at this point, it's just one person versus many. And I have no support, no help, nobody to back me up on anything on it anymore. So, what is there to do? Really, really doesn't help in any way. So, I can only imagine that somebody actually gets wind and says, "Hey, what's going on with what's going on with them? Why are they why did they just give up and stop caring or whatever? I don't know what I think. I'm not people, I'm myself. I only know what I think. Um, I what? So it is what it is. I give up. They all win. We're not fighting. They came in, they took it from me. Whatever. And they can sit there and say, no, we didn't take nothing from you. Yes, you did. You knew I was there. You knew we were doing our own little thing. And if you would have just asked questions to find out what's going on, probably would have been handled better. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say. It is what it is. We are still pulling. Definitely not locked up on our end. So the last two times we were trying to do this, we were trying to do this in a VM. I don't think it really works that well in a VM. Oh, it should work fine here though. You know what? While that's loading in the background, I have this open. Let's start with this one, shall we? See if we can do any of this. I did say I was going to do this. How long have I been recording? Alright. Start machine, answer questions, and we join. Let's see, how does it work? Oh, I see. Alright, let's start machine. Say what? I don't need a new app. So, it doesn't tell me how we can access it. Access the challenge by vulnerable. Alright, so machine.ip though. Makes no sense. Am I missing something here? Oh, maybe I need to just press that. Huh. Am I blocking it? Oh no, I might be blocking it. Ad blocker. Always check your ad blocker. Okay. That should be fun. Alright. Oh, don't tell me this is gonna take a while to load too. Oh. we'll just open up the laptop too. That way, if I lose the connection from OBS, I can look over here too. Okay, so I am loading that and loading a V. Wow. Okay. We're having fun tonight. Yes, we are. A whole lot of hurry up and wait. Oh, hey, doing something. Or is it doing nothing? I've got so many questions. Oh, here we go. And all right. Navigate to the following. Okay. We have to navigate to that. If I can ever open a firebox. Oh. Oh. All right. Starting a new session. Come on. Is it because it's doing two things in one here? I think it is. Oh no. I'm out of bubbly. I'm doing a whole lot of hurry up and wait. So, I'm just opening the page. Nope, not letting me. What's going on? Hi. Hi. Why does this have to work like this? Well, it's not my service. Really? Is he really acting like that? Hmm. Okay. And here we go. Dot 10 dot 250 dot 224. Yeah, I'm recording this 2 days late. It should have been 5:16, so tonight is 5:18. I do apologize. A lot of weird things going on. Mm, You're wrong. Waiting for that. Uh, mm, HTTP and right there, the login screen. Maybe. And 250.22. What? Oh, this is so lame. The connection is so horrible, dude. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so our machine, check out our new cloud service. Thank you. Anywhere, log in. Anywhere you like. Users can enter in password for totally secure login process. Alright, so this is called Neighbor. Login, you definitely wouldn't be able to. So, okay. They give really hard, easy, you can't scare. So technically, we would have to get inside, and we're gonna have to go see who our neighbor is in the database. It should be that. It should be easy if it loads. See how long this is taking. Is it my laptop? No, it can't be. At least 70%, so that might be the problem. Also wireless end, so it's not going to be strong as 5G. Oh boy. Alright, so if this doesn't finish, then I'm probably gonna have to call it. In the next 10 minutes. Speaking of 10 minutes, this is probably. But hey, look, we're using a laptop this time. We're not using the box, so it's directly connected. Matter of fact, I can probably run a separate wire if I need to connect to it via LAN. So we'll see. What is going on over here? Come on. Do a refresh. There it is. Control U. Let's control U. Ah, let's look at that. Ah, look at that. Gas credentials until registration's fixed. Oh, look at that. They just gave us both. Really? 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 Yep. Yeah. So I think what wins here is the ability of unable to click tabs. Hmm. Oh, the box is like frozen. At least this one is. And this is just pulling the data right now, so that shouldn't have anything to do with it. It might be what's causing the slowness though. But we're trying to load this because we've been trying to do this for the past 2 episodes. But I did kind of jump the gun on this. Alright, so come on, give me another. Hmm, okay. No, we're totally good on everything. We are definitely, look at that, we're at 12 gigs of memory usage out of 15, almost 16. Uh, yeah, look at that. Ulama's doing a lot of pulling. It might actually be the issue here. Um, but look at this. It's really simple. We'll pull this up. The login for field. You can see guest there. As you log in, it's probably something as stupid as you just change the username at the top to admin, because right there, and that should give you the code, the importer at the bottom. Easy. I just told you straight off the bat. This is like so simple. They hand this to you, dude. These one, yeah. And control U. This is simple, very simple. And the problem is I can't get to it. Obviously, can't use that. Olama. We're using Olama. Olama's actually really cool to use. So, Dealpad, what I'm using. This is what we're on right now. Wireless gigabit LAN, WLAN. All I gotta say is this thing runs Linux like a dream. That's all. I'm just putting it down. And I've only ran Slackware on it, so mm, maybe next time we can do some gaming on it, huh? Set up a quick game on it, and I can demonstrate that. I mean, I probably could. Um, oh, look at that, disconnected. Ooh, I guess. Ooh, that's not good. I think Olama's just killing it. I got 5 minutes to go, and then I gotta go. And that'll be it for episode 3. And then we'll do episode 4 Friday night, as long as I don't feel extremely tired. Hmm? You know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've answered it already. That was like they like handed it to you. But I mean, oh yeah, look at that. It's yeah, all my CPUs are like in a little workout now. Okay. I am trying to run a freaking VM inside a freaking browser. That's funny. And we're about to run a llama. That's hilarious. Alright, so yeah. We're using Firefox, of course, and it shouldn't be any problem. I mean, that's like super easy. They handed it to you. Let's try to reconnect. Maybe? I am hammering the crap out of my laptop. That's insane. I don't think I've ever had it work this hard in a long time. Oh, except for when I ran Watch Dogs 1 on the laptop. And there it is. Done. Let's go question mark. We have loaded AI. Finally. Took us 3 episodes. We're in. 3. Can I help you? Oh, look at my CPU. Memory's going down though. But my CPU, it just went insane. Um, do you know what Linux is? Oh, let's see. Let's ask the. Hopefully everybody can see that. Okay. Next week we're not running this while we're doing trying to hack me, as we are now seeing we're having network issues. Look how slow that is. And it's so slow looking at my laptop right over here. Oh, look at that. It says it right there. It is an open source Linux distribution that's been around since '93 and it's known for simplicity and stability. Hallelujah. I love it. Oh, um, out of the box. Let's see. What are we gonna put down? And this will be the last question. This is pretty much, I'm gonna have to call it a night. Mm. Mm. That's obvious. So it's first disable all unnecessary services and programs that come pre-installed with the system. And install a firewall such as IP tables or firewalled. That's a firewall daemon or a firewall server to protect against threats. This. Wait, when? Wait, where can you? Oh. So yeah, that's it. I bet it's talking two-factor authentication where it's possible for certain applications like web apps. What you should already be doing. Always enable that two-factor authentication somewhere. All right. So on that account, this is my ending. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and I will be back Monday, and another episode will be on Friday night, hopefully, unless something else blocks my way again. Other than that, have a great night, and I'll see you on twitch.tv, Wandering Raven.